whiskey lovers, and welcome back for another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings. Today we will be going back to my favorite distillery, Auchentoshan, because as you know, when you visit that Lowland distillery near Glasgow, that you have this bottle your own program. There's always one or two casks on hand where you can bottle your own after a visit to take home a souvenir. And this new distillery cask is a special one because it's a young one, but it is a Bordeaux cask, so a red wine cask. I've spoken about red wine casks at Auchentoshan before because I think the delicate triple spirit is quite apt for maturing on a wine casks. Wine casks can always be hit and miss, but with Auchentoshan, in my opinion, they always get it right. Now this new distillery cask is this one, and as you can see, I've poured it beforehand. I also got me a little one so that I can keep the big bottle in my collection, but I got me a little one to taste it as well, and I've tried it before, and that's why I've poured it beforehand, because I feel that in this case it really needs to breathe to get rid of the initial it's rather tangent, it's rather astringent at first, so it really pays to leave it to breathe for a couple of minutes. Let me tell you something about this distillery cask. It is a wine cask, as I've said before, and it was distilled on the 15th of February 2006. Now in this case, this bottle was bottled at the 8th of February, 8th February 2015, so it is just a few days shy, a week shy of being a 9-year-old. What was I going to say? Yes, the cask number is 186 and it is bottled at a whopping 57.5% ABV. 57.5. Wow. When I first poured it and nosed it, it was very powerful, but a bit astringent, like I said. It even had some, while there is some red fruit in there, it immediately also had something that reminded me of a compost heap with a lot of green still in it, with a lot of grasses in it, maybe even a touch of manure. The good one, mind you, but still, I found it to be a little bit astringent, so I thought, let me pour it beforehand and then leave it for 10 to 15 minutes to breathe. Yeah, it still needs some air. So, I'm going to leave it there for 15 minutes, and in the meantime, I'm going to be enjoying a bit of sunshine and this very good book by Ian Buxton. It's the definitive story about the Morrison Bowmore distilleries. The Morrison Bowmore company, of course, is owners of Bowmore, obviously, but also Glengarry and my beloved Auchentoshan. This book, But the Distillers Went On, the Morrison Bowmore story, was written by the well-known whiskey author in the know, Ian Buxton. So, while we wait for the whiskey to breathe, let's enjoy a wee bit of a read, shall we? Well, listen to this. I just came to page 246 about the Auchentoshan distillery and its current expressions. And listen to this, and I quote from the book that Ian wrote. Auchentoshan was marked by Edie Cairns as a single malt, but for many years the vast majority of the output was destined for blending. Some of those older bottlings do crop up in auctions from time to time, or are seen in private collections. In fact, one great Belgian enthusiast for Auchentoshan, Mark Dermul, has catalogued an extensive collection which may be seen at www.markdermul.be/Toshanman, where he displays his rarities. How about that? The Toshan Man is immortalized in this great book by Ian Buxton, page 246. If you want to have a look at the passage, it's on my Facebook page. It's the cover of my Facebook page. I must say, Ian, thank you very much. I'm quite chuffed that you actually mentioned me and the Toshan Man collection in your fantastic book, But the Distillers Went On. And I'm not just saying this because I'm in it, but this really is a recommended reading if you are interested in the story of the Morrison Bowmore company. It's all the way from the origins, all the way up to 2000, etc., when the company was purchased by Suntory, the Japanese consortium. So this is the definitive story of this Scotch whisky company from 1951 to 2014. Ian Buxton, well done. This is a very good read indeed. But back to our whiskey, because now it's had some time to breathe. It's been standing here for 10 to 15 minutes. So hopefully now the astringent first smell will be gone and be replaced by something far more interesting. Oh yes, this is what I like. It's powerful, mind you. This is, let's not forget, this is 57.5% ABV. But now I get some red fruit, some powerful red fruit. I get strawberries and raspberries, red berries. The raspberries mostly come through, but also cloves and cinnamon. It's a bit like glue wine again, you know, but so smooth. Underneath there is this layer of dark honey. Oh, this is beautiful. On the palate then. Mouth coating, very oily, almost syrupy. Wow, very punchy as well. And even though it's young, remember this is only just about 9 years old, it's already got this deep layer of complexity. It comes in layers. I get all kinds of red fruit, but also dark fruit. There is again loads of spices in there. I get some cinnamon, some nutmeg. Much more. The honey is so succulent and so almost syrupy. This is very nice, and this should go well, I should think, with cheese or with a very sweet dessert. The finish then. Finish is long. It lingers for such a long time. Wow. Wow. This is what I like about Auchentoshan. They have so many different expressions, but they all are so different, and yet there is always this distillery character that you can discern in there. Again, this is a beautifully crafted, a beautifully matured, a wine matured, triple distilled Lowland whiskey. And it's not bland, it is not easygoing, it is not. This is truly a magnificent whiskey that you can enjoy. This is something to think about. This is something to sit back and relax and think about. The beauty, the mouthfeel. Wow, hands down, I have to hand it to you, Auchentoshan. The beauties you keep bringing out bring big smiles to my faces. This is what it's about. This is the type of whiskey that I can truly enjoy. And I can only applaud Auchentoshan once again. This is why I am the Toshan man. And that's all for this Whiskey Rambling. I hope to see you again at one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings real soon. And until then, may the malt be with you.